What does it mean to you to be wise? Who would you consider a wise man? Well, history's pages are filled with the lives of those to whom we may point in an attempt to answer those questions. But no man, regardless of how wise he may be, could ever rival the wisdom of Solomon. God gave Solomon a wise and understanding heart, unlike any before or after him. 1 Kings 3 and verse 12. And it seems fitting then that if one wants to know the true character of a wise man, then maybe we should ask that wise man. Therefore, we must turn our attention to Solomon's inspired description of the truly wise man, and that's found in the book of Proverbs. The purpose of the book of Proverbs is to know wisdom and instruction, to perceive the words of understanding, to receive the instruction of wisdom, justice, judgment, and equity. Proverbs 1, verses 2 and 3. And the recipients of this book are identified in Proverbs 1, verses 4 and 5, to give prudence to the simple, to the young man, knowledge and discretion. A wise man will hear and increase learning, and a man of understanding will attain wise counsel. Now, according to Solomon, the book of Proverbs is intended to impart divine wisdom, which will enable one to navigate life with skill and understanding. And listening to what the book says and applying it with haste results in wisdom for both the young who has yet to learn it, as well as the older, wiser man who could always learn more. In short, part of what makes a man wise is his desire to listen and learn regardless of his age or maturity level. Hence, Proverbs 9 and verse 9 says, "Give instruction to a wise man, and he will be still wiser. Teach a just man, and he will increase in learning." A great example that we could look at from the Old Testament is a man by the name of Rehoboam. Rehoboam stands as a tragic example of the foolishness of refusing to listen to good advice. Upon his ascension to the throne, he sought the advice of the elders of Israel who instructed him well. But the new king rejected their wisdom, and instead he followed the direction of his young and foolish contemporaries. His actions resulted in the division of the kingdom in 1 Kings 12. And Rehoboam's folly is well captured in Proverbs 12 and verse 15, where he says, "The way of a fool is right in his own eyes, but he who heeds counsel is wise." Moses, on the other hand, is a perfect example of listening to this sage instruction. Jethro, who was Moses' father in law, saw Moses sitting on the judgment seat from morning to night and rightly counseled him against doing this. He said, "The thing that you do is not good. Both you and these people who are with you will surely wear yourselves out, for this thing is too much for you. You are not able to perform it by yourself." Exodus 18, verses 17 and 18. So Jethro advised Moses to delegate the task to good and able men so that Moses would be able to teach the people and bring the difficult cases before God. So as we see in Exodus 18:24, Moses heeded the voice of his father-in-law and did all that he had said. So the question again arises, what makes a person wise? Well, according to Solomon, a wise man is one who never stops listening to good advice. The temptation to stop listening to good advice is one that tends to increase with age. An older man may think that he has nothing still to learn, particularly from someone younger than he is. But that temptation must be overcome. No one will ever be able to max out their need for learning and growing in wisdom. Therefore, in our lessons this week, we're going to be looking at several different groups of people and looking at some of the wisdom that can be gleaned, namely from the book of Proverbs. We hope that you will join us for each of our programs this week as we look at this important subject. Friends, we thank you for joining us for our program today, and we pray that God blesses you with a wonderful day.